It's Sandy Parker, and welcome to Crafting for Almost Everyone. Well, I started out this card completely different from where it started, from where it ended up. So I just thought I would kind of start the beginning of the video over again. In the beginning, I really wanted to make just a nice standard St. Patrick's Day card to give to a friend. But then, as I started progressing, I realized that this would be the perfect way to make a shaker card. And so I changed up my whole project, and now we have a cute little shaker card. And so this is what we're going to be making today, and I hope you'll stay tuned and watch. I decided what I was going to do is with my ribbon, I was going to back it with tear tape. And then I'm going to put it, I'm going to make like 4 rows or 5 rows of it on the back of my card. So that way we end up with a background, like, you know, the background's already done. So I stamped Happy St. Patrick's Day on the inside from My Creative Times, I Believe in Leprechauns. And then I have another stamp for on the front that says We're All Irish on St. Patrick's Day. And I thought what I would do, I've come up with a plan. My plan is a little iffy, but I've come up with a plan. I decided what I would do is I would take this really sparkly shamrock and put it on the outside of my card, centered but down a little bit low. Should I put it off to the side? I already stuck it down enough. And then on top of that, because I mean, I think that's just a little bit too for me. So I thought what I would do, take some vellum. I've already scored it in 2 score lines so that it has a little bit of movement, you know, over the top of the card, because I've got that shamrock there, and I want to make sure that the shamrock has enough room for you know, for it to play. So what I thought I would do is I would put this on the front of the card to take off the big gleam of that. Then what I thought I would do is stamp over it with this stamp with a white ink, and then heat emboss it and see if I like that. Then I should be able to hopefully make the card look a little bit better and not so, you know, bow. I don't know. Maybe you guys think it would look better with that. And of course I'm going to have to cover the vellum on the back with paper. That's no big deal. So I guess where we're going from here is I'm going to put the card and the shamrock in the Misty, well, no, in my Stamp Perfect, because I'm using that today. And so far I'm really liking it. I have some questions that I have into the Stamp Perfect people, and it's why I haven't done a video on it yet, but once I get those answers, then I'm going to be doing my video on it, and by then I will know everything I need to know about it, because I don't like to do any videos where I'm just kind of faking my info. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to center that on my shamrock. That's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. Then I can take the shamrock out of there. I just wanted to make sure that, you know what I mean? I just want to make sure. Just making sure. Jeez, now I'm singing. That's not a good sign. Okay, so let's get some white ink on this and hope, oh geez, I didn't even check to see if it's straight. Oh boy, you know how that goes with me. Hold the phone, making sure. Looks lined up to me. We'll wait and see. Okay. Okay. And you might not see it very much. I am going to be using white embossing powder too over the white. Perfect. I can see it really well. Using my Ranger white embossing powder. Oh, I forgot to do my little thing. Well, darn it. These things happen to me all the time. I'll just do it around the outer edges and hopefully that'll be enough to make it so it doesn't stick everywhere. That's what we're shooting for. I'm not using a ton of the powder, and hopefully that will make a difference too, because I don't want a big mess everywhere on my vellum. Singing again. Sorry. Oh, hard to believe. Okay, let's heat set it. Get this out of the way first, because you know, this is another issue I have. Remember, when you're heat setting on vellum, you want to really get your heat gun hot, and you want to make sure you don't lay it on, you know, really hold it on the image, because you'll end up scorching your vellum and ruining your image. So I'm heating up and making sure that while I'm doing that, I'm making sure I don't have any more little teeny tiny spots of embossing powder. There's one more right there I don't like. I'm going to do it from the back. Perfect. The other reason you want to be fast with vellum is if you don't, you'll end up you'll end up having your vellum do this, and that's that it folds up and you get bends in it, and I don't want bends in mine, and I want to make sure that everything stays lined up well. It looks nice. What do you think? I mean, obviously it's not the niftiest thing in the world, but I think it's pretty cool. Hopefully. We'll go with it. We're going with it. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, I'm going to put some tear tape on my vellum, because that'll hold it really well in the back, and I'm going to make sure that I get another piece of white paper to put over my vellum, so that I end up having a really nice clean back. I don't want it to look funky. I'm going to lay my vellum down and lay my card over it. That way I can be sure. I think my vellum is going to be a little bit wider than it needs to be, because I wanted to make sure that, you know, once I did this, that it would lay down. If we put this row of ribbon right here, we could, in essence, have a glue thing. A glue thing. That's my technical term for the day. We're going to go with that idea. We're going to put that right over our vellum. So what I've done is I've put a row of tear tape behind my ribbon, and I'm going to cut off my excess ribbon so that it's out of my way, and already have things attached to it. Obviously it's sticky. Then I also made an extra piece to put on the back, and I've already laid that. No, I haven't laid that down. I made that up. I have not laid that piece down. I have it ready to go though, somewhere in this mess. I'll find that. We'll go back to that, because once I dumped out this little fiasco, everything went to crap, so you know how that goes. Anyway, so what I thought I would do, I was going to use this quick stick, but for some reason I can't get any of my sticky stuff to come out the end, so I just put a glue dot on the end of this, and I'm going to use it to pick things up. And I started playing with the different colors, and underneath this green, if I can get one out, this green doesn't look too horribly bad. Can you see that? I didn't like the, I really didn't like the other, the darker green. I thought it looked a little weird. So we're going to go with this, and hopefully I'll be able to get this, my modified quick stick tool, to pick up things. I don't like how I got a little glue on it already. Wipe that off. Okay. Then we'll get another one. And I need to make sure that they're right side up when I pick them up, because I've got a little dollop of glue over here that I'm dropping them in, and then I'm just going to make sure that the glue stays under them. I'm not going to put a ton of these ones on here. I just wanted to have enough that there was you know, some breakup of the color, if that makes any sense at all. And I wanted to have whoops, is that the wrong side? No, I don't think so. I just wanted to have a little bit of color in here. I could go with more shapes, or I mean sizes, and if I can find some little green ones I might do that, but that's a lot of work to put those teeny tiny green, like that one right there, really little. I don't know, seems like too much work. I might put them on the outside though. Let's see, I think I want to put maybe one or two more on, not a ton. One. I think I want to move them so that some are over the ribbon. I like that look over the ribbon. I could put some silver ones under there. I don't have any of the teeny tiny silver ones. I only have the bright silver ones. I don't think I want to do that. So I think I'm going to take my tear tape off. I put it right behind my ribbon on the bottom so that I can really, really tightly pull on that vellum to ensure that we have a really good tight fit. Now that I have that much done and this is all stuck down, now I can start putting some of these on the outside. And what I thought I would do is go with the silver ones. I think the silver ones are going to really, maybe the white ones, really set things off. I wish I had silver and white in the ones that don't have a hole in the center, but I don't. Okay, so here was my plan. I decided I would put those sequins on the outside, but then I started getting all excited about it because the envelope is basically glued shut with the vellum on it, so why not make it a shaker card? So what I did then is I just glued down all of my corners, and now you see in the inside I have all those little shakers. I still have to get my back covered because I'm afraid that they will come out of this part of the card, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm covering up my vellum on the back with just this little strip, and then I have, if you can see, this is the front of the card now. I think it looks kind of cute with all the different colors. I was going to just stick with the greens, but then I thought, I don't need to stick with green. So then my ribbon, I thought it'd be fun if I did the ribbon on the front and the back. So the ribbon is now in both places, and of course these little sequin things are everywhere. And then here's the inside of the card. I think it's fun and frisky, and it shakes the little shakers in the inside are shaking all over the place, which is great, and they're staying inside. I was worried about this top edge because, as you know, I had to have room for my shamrock. Geez, forgot the name. And I was worried about that, but I think it's working fine. As for the outside of my envelope, I would normally do washi tape, but I was at the Dollar Tree last year and they had all these fun stickers, so I thought I would just put a couple of these on the front of the card and one on, maybe I'll put a whole pot of gold somewhere. Will that fit? I'll put it right there. And there is the back of our card, and here is the front of our card. Maybe I'll put a couple coins on here as well. Why not? Might as well make it very St. Patrick's Day-ish, right? Turn that one a little bit that way. So here, oh, I forgot to stamp it with my stamp, which is right here. I can't just find it right at the spur of the moment. I made this for you, and there's our card. It started out a lot differently than how it finished up, but in the end, I think it really came out cute. I hope you agree. Please give this a thumbs up and subscribe. Tell your friends about me on social media. I really appreciate it, and thanks so much for watching. See ya. Bye-bye.